Yeah, it's been a tragedy here in Southeast Austin at the Burrell North Apartments. You can see there's still a heavy firefighter presence behind me. The entryway has been completely destroyed from the fire, and it's left 3 children dead and several injured. Austin City Council is looking for ways to make cuts to social services. This upcoming meeting, they plan on introducing a scoring tool to determine what contracts should be funded or up on the chopping block. The Red Sox won their 5th straight game last night, defeating the Rockies 10-2. Brian Bayo threw a complete game with, get this, 10 strikeouts, a season high for the pitcher. Good evening and welcome to the Olympic Zone. I'm Nicole Vargas and I'm live here at the crossover at Cedar Park, where behind me, young hockey players just finished up practice out there on the ice. And speaking of ice, the Olympic speed skating competition has been especially thrilling to watch. Kyle is rapidly growing with a current population of over 65,000. What once had a small town feel is transforming into a hub. And this project marks the start of what officials are calling a bright future. Georgetown is servicing water to 400 square miles of land. They say that's become too much to handle. The compact was sent out to universities on October 1st, and 7 weeks later, students worry their academic courses and freedom of speech may be in jeopardy. It'll stay icier longer in the shade. It's a lot easier to see when you're out on the sidewalk, but behind the wheel, it's a lot harder. And now talking about the Celtics, what has Jason Tatum been up to this offseason? Well, recovering, obviously, but he is far from being written off from the hearts of NBA fans. The 6-time All-Star was recently included in Bleacher Report's top 100 NBA players of all time ranking. The 2 officers are rescues from Paws and Stripes, which has a mission of providing animal therapy to veterans. UPD officers spent a week with Mando and Baloo before bringing them to Texas State, where they can connect wagging tails with bright smiles. Traffic barrels and detour signs now line Riverside Drive as congestion continues to build.
Everything's annoying. Everything's difficult.
Mia Sacchetti is just one of the residents facing the disruptions tied to ongoing construction from TxDOT's I-35 Capital Express project. It includes a new pedestrian bridge, 2 HOV lanes, and a single-point urban interchange.
I mean, I work from home, my fiance works from home, and so it's loud.
Along with all the noise and road closures, the construction has created detours along I-35. The project is expected to last 3 years. Residents say it's all a big headache.
Just probably a nightmare for the next few years, and even too, it sucks with the trail right here and you can't get across 35 anymore.
Sidewalk closures and shifting traffic patterns have also created challenges for pedestrians trying to safely cross near Lady Bird Lake. While transportation officials say the upgrades are designed to improve mobility in the long run, neighbors say the short-term impact is testing their patience.
Exhausting with the 3-lane to everyone taking a left turn to go down 35.
For now, those living along Riverside Drive say they're adjusting the best they can, even if that means avoiding certain turns altogether. In Austin, Nicole Vargas, KXAN News. We're here at the Williamson County Georgetown Annex, one of 2 locations that had its voting hours extended after long lines. In a dramatic twist, the Texas Supreme Court issued a stay, meaning that ballots cast after 7 p.m. are now in question.
I did see people have to leave the line because they were not in the right precinct.
Voters faced mass confusion and hours of waiting in lines Tuesday after Williamson County switched to precinct voting for the primary election.
Been here 2 hours. We've got probably another hour to go, I bet.
The switch means that for the first time in over a decade, voters had to cast their ballot at locations designated by their preferred parties. It leaves the county's Democratic and Republican leaders pointing the finger at each other.
We expressed concerns because it would be very confusing, because all during early voting, people voted the same way they have since 2013.
A statement from GOP Chair Michelle Evans places the blame on Democrats, writing, "The Williamson County Democrats threw every barrier in our way to ensure that Republican voters would be disadvantaged by refusing to share polling locations, misrouting voters, and blaming Republicans for the lack of Democrat polling sites." As wait times for voters increased, the Texas Civil Rights Project filed a lawsuit asking for an extension on voting hours. The request was granted by a judge, but the Texas Supreme Court suspended the order after an attorney argued they were not given proper notice before the hearing. Williamson County has said they will return to countywide voting for the runoff and November election.
We should all want to work together because this is much bigger than the parties. This is about our community. This is about the voters of Williamson County.
In Austin, Nicole Vargas, KXAN News.
And the biggest concern, I think, is this kind of censorship of ideas of African Americans, of Mexican Americans, Asian Americans. With this consolidation, we're kind of being censored with that, and our histories are just not being shared.
Students at the University of Texas are voicing concerns over plans to consolidate ethnic and gender studies courses into one department, the Department of Social and Cultural Analysis.
I've seen what other colleges have done, and I think that it is the first step in completely removing certain departments as a whole.
African American Diaspora Studies faculty posted an open letter to Instagram Monday, writing, "Departmental status matters. Removing that status weakens our ability to sustain the program of scholarship and teaching we have spent nearly 2 decades building."
I think it was a great move, and I feel like if more students and faculty unite, the university will have no choice but to kind of reconsider what they're doing.
It's the University of Texas at Austin. We're a very prestigious school, and by doing this, you are kind of hurting our reputation. You're making the value of our degree not as valuable.
A Friday night shooting leaves one person dead. Tonight we're hearing new details from a local gun store owner who says his employee was involved. And drivers beware, the CAP 10K kicks off tomorrow, and that means road closures all over Austin. We'll show you how to navigate your way around if you're out and about tomorrow morning. Well, as Austin police continue to investigate a homicide outside a nightclub near East 7th Street Friday night, a Central Texas gun owner is defending his employees, claiming they acted in self-defense. KXAN's Madison Myers has the latest details on that investigation and how community members are reacting. What a day out at Zilker for the 98th annual ABC Kite Fest. The rain held off most of the day, keeping things a little muggy but cool for the most part, and it was windy, perfect for flying those kites. Take a look at some of those kites we captured today. The event brings families, friends, and of course dogs together from all over Austin to enjoy a day of flying kites, live music, fun activities, and good food. KXAN was also out at the event. You might have seen some of our weather team there emceeing. Proceeds from the festival are gifted to the Moss Peratt Foundation and the Exchange Club of Austin.